needs to be, the fact that we're having a conversation right now is proof that there's no infinite regress, and that's absurd, and therefore there needs to be a first uncaused cause.
Did God cause that first cause?
No, there's no, so the first cause is God. It's an uncaused cause. It could never be caused. It's something in philosophy called necessary existence. It means it couldn't have been any other way. It exists in all possible universes.
So did God create the Big Bang?
Yes, of course.
How?
God created it. What's the issue? An all-powerful being can't create a Big Bang from nothing. He willed it, and it happened. What's the problem with that?
So what do you think? It comes down to personal experience. Like, I understand what you're saying, I respect your beliefs, but you shouldn't therefore argue with us for how we believe, because I haven't had a personal experience with God. If I saw God over there, I'd be like, oh yeah, well, all right, I believe it. But because I haven't had a personal experience, I don't think that it's right for me to say I'm religious, and I can't. Whatever you say to me, I won't agree with, because I've not had that experience.
Yeah, I'd kind of give you pushback on the fact that religion is just a religious experience. So I'd say to you, yeah, I agree. I'm saying that I'm affirming it. It's very possible that you did not have a religious experience. I'm saying you don't need to wait for a religious experience to become religious. You also have other faculties by which you could become religious. One of them is your mind. So if you one day are presented with an argument that gives you good reason to believe in God, then you should accept it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I was trying to do with this brother here. I'm trying to tell him, look, you're telling me that science was the reason that you did not believe in God. I'm telling you that I'm waiting for you to give me this argument that shows that science somehow does not give us God. I'm telling you that, look, the fact that we're having a present conversation right now in the present is proof that there's no infinite regress of past causes. And there needs to be one uncaused cause that brought all of this about. Doesn't matter how. I don't need to be a scientist about the Big Bang. All I need to know is understand the simple logic that me and you could comprehend, yeah, with our minds. There needs to be a first uncaused cause.
Why does it?
Wait, don't get into the conversation. Come on. So tell me, I'm waiting for it. What's the scientific argument that was like, oh, now I can't believe in God?
You have proved a good point to me.
We're not speaking about. Sorry to interrupt.
We're speaking about he's an atheist, and he at first, maybe he takes it back now. At first he was saying that scientific inquiry was that what led him to be an atheist, and I told him there's no scientific argument that will lead you that way. In fact, that the fact that we're having a present conversation is proof that God exists. So yeah, go on. I don't mean to interrupt you. Go on.
Carry on.
No, or let us finish, and then we'll have a conversation as well.
How would you explain that, he created everything in, 10 years?
You're not in need, here's what I'll tell you, bro. You don't need to explain that. All you need to do is figure out whether this God exists or not. Because that's our conversation right now, right? You said, I think you at first said you were a little bit undecided. So the question is, can we use our mind to reach a conclusion that God does exist?
I'm not an atheist.
So that's all I'm asking you. Tony, don't butt in. Let us finish the conversation. So go on. So now I'm asking you, does that make logical and rational sense to you?
Yeah, but you can't just say that God exists and then that means that everything he did automatically happened.
We're not saying that. All I want to right now establish with you is to move you away from agnosticism through an argument that is reasoned, that is logically sound, that you could understand and accept. The fact that we're having a conversation right now tells us what? There couldn't have been infinite number of past instances. The past needed to have a beginning. Think of a sniper, yeah? You know in the movies when there's a sniper and he's about to take a shot and he has an earpiece and he's asked his commander, he's like, do I have the right to shoot? If that commander had a commander and that commander had a commander and this infinite chain of command went backwards infinitely, would the sniper ever take the shot?
Well, no, but...
Why?
Because it goes on forever.
Because it goes on forever backwards. The command to shoot will never come back down the chain. So the fact that there's a present moment right now between me and you having this conversation is proof that the past doesn't infinitely go backwards. It stops at one point. It began. And we are here right now.
Isn't that point the Big Bang? Where this world was created on my birth or your birth?
No, that's a material point. So that's where materiality, but what brought about the Big Bang? That's the thing. And the Big Bang was not uncaused.
Well, physics.
Yeah, what brought about the laws of physics? Yeah.
The universe comes.
I made it if you will.
Think about it.
Bro, think about it. Have you ever seen a law without a lawmaker? Have you ever seen a...
No, let him just ponder on that thought. Where do you think the universe came from?
Charlie, try to get him. How would I what?
How would you answer that question?
But where the universe came from?
Yeah.
Come back, Phil.
I'm not sciencey enough to explain it, but I'm
don't
not,
need to be.
We're not asking
saying
you to be
it exists
sciencey.
or it doesn't exist. I'm just,
No, but you know that the universe exists, right?
yeah.
So the question, like, if I ask you where did you come from, you probably say my parents. Yes. So everything has a cause. Yes. Whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's the mountains, whether it's the entire universe. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, where did all this come from? What is the first thing that comes to your mind?
At the moment, not, but I don't know.
Anyone?
I don't think it comes to
Anyone
mind. You were
mind
saying that
science.
there doesn't have to be a start point, apparently, about the science behind it. But if
Yeah, but that's
if there's no
that's
start
not
point-
science. That's
yeah, like, that's a cutting edge
that is
science.
pseudoscience.
What
Science
does that
tells
mean?
us
Pseudoscience means fake science.
means
How
not,
do you know- how do you
not
know
real
it's fake science?
Because the scientists, the real scientists
I
tell
think the Nobel winning scientists.
it doesn't matter. 13.8
You know, there's a Nobel laureate called Francis Crick. You know what he believes? He believes that aliens brought us about.
exactly.
So just because you
How
have
do
a
know that's
Nobel,
not true?
he has no proof for it.
What's your proof?
And no, so that's the thing. All I've been giving you right now is philosophical proofs.
No, but the thing is,
Philosophy isn't proof, isn't it? It's an idea.
No.
If you
That
look at
is.
lots of different
Who told you that?
That's what I think.
Yeah,
That's my. I don't know.
philosophy is-
I'm not,
So
I'm
do you
not a
know-
That's why
genius.
there's so many different ones of them, because
Yeah.
if we were
It's-
able to prove that one philosophy exists, what would be the point in our
So
Yeah,
why
exactly,
is there then so
exactly.
many scientific theories about a lot of things? Just because there's a lot of theories doesn't mean
Because
something's not true.
they're trying to find the facts.
Scientific-
Okay, so that's what philosophers do. You know, science, all of
But
it
you're
is
arguing
based
you have
on
the fact, not finding the fact.
No. I mean, wait. Well, okay, for example, do you know that all of science, all of it, is based on the philosophy of science? So if you reject philosophy, you can't take science.
I'm not rejecting it. I'm just saying there's different ideas about the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm not. Yeah, okay. So that's
there are
different theories about
there
the
are
same
different
thing.
models to
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
But there are certain models which are more accepted than the others.
Exactly.
Right now, the most accepted model is,
And-
the
okay.
Big Bang Theory.
So, and all religions trying to prove the same thing. So is there an
No, here
accepted
we are
model?
not, right now we're not talking about religion. We're talking about the cause and
No,
effect.
I was trying to talk about religion there. So,
do you actually believe in God?
I don't know.
You don't. So
No.
what do
So
you
why
mean by
talk about religion? Yeah.
I'm just interested in it. I'm not allowed to talk.
So no. I'm
No,
not saying.
you are, but
Yeah.
we are jumping like from one topic to another.
Okay.
It's like
Let's
putting the
finish one.
cart. It's like putting the cart before those. Because you know
let's
why?
finish one.
Religion. What is religion? Yeah. Religion.
Misrepresenting the science.
yeah,
No. We're not
he-
talking science, Tony. So there's no way we could remiss.
Taught the philosophy of science. I heard you say.
No. Philosophy of science is not science. So I'm not misrepresenting science.
Oh, why? Why are
All
you
I'm
pushing
saying,
that guy?
yeah. Just seriously, Tony. It's just, bro.
I thought he was asking me.
The reason why I told you you're putting the cart before the horse is because there's
They're
no.
misrepresenting
There's
the
no
philosophy of
point.
science.
There's no point that of talking about religion before we talk about whether God exists. Why? Because religion. What is religion? It's a conception of God, and it's a way to live your life according to God. If you don't even believe in God yet, we're putting the cart before the horse. So that's why we're trying to. This brother here, he's saying he's not sure about whether God exists. You said earlier, I think that you said you're an atheist. So it's more beneficial. It makes more sense. It's actually the better route to first establish whether God exists or not, and where this world came from, and then we could talk about which religion is right. You know what I mean?
Wasn't religion first made for try and control people, like for more important people in society to control poor people? Like look at Victorian
What
society.
controls you today?
You don't
My
need to
brain.
be religious.
Well,
to
No.
What? No, well, no, but
No, you're
wasn't that
an
way of doing it?
irreligious. You're an irreligious person.
Yeah.
Aren't you controlled by your government and all its laws?
Yeah, but the government's not a religion. I don't know what you're trying to say there.
No, I'm trying to show you that everything, all of ideology and all of structures control people. It's nothing specific to
No,
religion.
but wasn't religion created to try and control people? Wasn't
No.
No, but you don't.
That's an
need-
assumption,
you don't
that's
need
my
religion
point.
if
The
you want to
human race
control
exists.
Yeah.
Like,
it? Yeah,
before
the human
religion.
race was before religion.
Like,
When-
it's not like
yeah,
No. I mean, why would you say that?
because it's true.
What do you mean?
Because
would
when
you
the
say
first
that?
people
It's
came
like
around, there
much
wasn't
of the
all your
morals that
religions.
you see
No,
in
of course there was.
Yeah, no, there wasn't.
Yes, of
You
course.
said that, like,
When people first came around, you said it was
Yeah.
all. So, no, how?
What do you think? First of all, who are the first people?
The Neanderthals.
No, they're not.
Well, who are the first people then?
Adam.
They believe in
Adam and Eve.
They might have, I don't know, worship.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if they don't have a religion,
So,
they worship.
do you believe the story about the rib and how?
There's always
as
some
Eve
Wait,
was
so
given
you
Adam
think
to-
you think?
some authority.
Wait, I don't want to
So
interrupt
didn't-
them. One second. Let's not interrupt them.
Talking about how he made Eve.
No.
You're trying to. You're telling me that the God who created all of the cosmos can't create a woman out of a rib?
What about the evolution of evolution is
What about
fictions.
evolution?
No, let's not jump too many topics. So,
Yeah, okay,
earlier I asked you the question, where did the universe come from? What is your answer to that?
The universe, the Big Bang, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
You don't need to be.
I've got the physics.
You don't need to be.
He's got the physics, yeah, he can come in.
No,
I
but
got
the
the physics.
thing is,
I have the physics here.
you don't believe in the physics, Tony.
I have the physics.
You don't believe in the
I
physics.
totally have the physics, okay? Because I can quote to you at least 15 Nobel Prize winning physicists who do believe
You know
that
Nobel
the
laureates.
universe, who do believe, I've got the list, Albert Einstein, Stephen Weinberg, Richard Feynman.
What are they? What
Roger
are you trying to
Penrose.
prove right
I can
now?
quote from them on what they
Yes.
believe. And I'm not saying they're right, let me be clear. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. You guys may be right. And I have a respect for your religion and for the pillars and the ethics. So I'm not coming here to damn a religion, but I do think it's important to be honest. And I'm being as honest as I can about looking at hard facts. And when there's enough Nobel Prize winning physicists who say it's credible that matter and energy always existed, I, as somebody who isn't an expert in the field, should give them some credence and admit the reality is the jury is out on this topic. So although it's possible you guys are right and maybe in the beginning there was nothing, there was a Big Bang, you may be correct. But to represent things fairly to an audience, it seems there is a body of opinion within the Nobel Prize winning communities, and I can quote you here if you
Opinion.
So I like,
I know
and I like that it was a body of opinion, not a consensus like last
an
time.
opinion, which is a
Let's
hypothesis.
not backtrack.
Yours is an
Yeah, yeah,
opinion as well.
Between you and me,
Yes,
the
yes.
phrase I was
In
aiming
science,
for.
there's something called opinion,
Of
which
course
is
it's opinion.
hypothesis.
Of
Yeah.
course
There's something
it's
called a
opinion.
theory.
Yeah, but you realize all of these are
When it's
opinions.
an opinion, it's not even a
Naturally,
theory.
I'm not suggesting they're not.
There's nothing
You understand?
proven.
So it doesn't matter how many
I'm
Nobel
saying that
Prize
the
winners
people
you
who are
quote,
the,
as long as it's an opinion in science,
people who are
that
the
is still
experts in the
a work in
field.
progress.
Couldn't it be argued that you're...
No,
I'm
that's
not-
still a work in progress.
I'm not representing.
That's what an
it.
opinion means.
Science totally understands.
But
it's
anyway, look,
always
if you're
a
going to
work
bring
in
opinions in
progress,
science,
okay?
then you could say, well, what does
I
that
told you,
Francis
Francis Crick's opinion is that we were seeded by aliens. So,
Is he-
and
is
he's
he
a
a Nobel
Nobel laureate,
Prize
and he's a Nobel laureate,
Exactly.
Nobel Prize
There you
winner.
go. So opinions
which
can
goes
go
to prove that all
anywhere.
Nobel
no.
laureates are accurate.
No. It goes to prove that for every human there's an opinion, and for every scientist there's an opinion. It doesn't matter. We don't live our lives based on opinions. Yes,
When
go
you're
on.
studying a subject, a
Yes.
scientific subject, a logical subject,
Yes.
a subject which is based in logic,
Yeah.
you look to the alleged experts in the field. Now, I pick
Sure.
these people as the experts in the field because they won Nobel
So
Prizes, and because the physics.
Francis Crick, right?
Yeah,
because
he's
the-
an
I
expert.
know that Crick is, and they make mistakes. Everybody does.
Okay, cool.
But
they can
the
make
fact
mistakes
that
as well.
the fact that these scientists have produced aeroplanes that flies, using
Yeah.
Newtonian
You know
physics.
what's
Habibi,
Yes.
we have to go for Maghrib.
Yeah.
The young people
Yes,
have gone.
I know.
So I think
Tony,
we have
you
to
know,
go and pray.
but we'll end on this, bro. You know, like let me tell you this. No, you know Newton, Isaac Newton.
Hang on.
We used.
Are you accepting my general thesis that if I'm giving you a list of names here,
I'm
Stephen
accepting.
Hawking,
I'm accepting
Roger
that I have to go
Penrose,
pray Maghrib.
It's an opinion.
You're
All
accepting.
opinion. Tony's all opinion.
I'm accepting that I have to go pray Maghrib.
How good
Thank
are
you
those
for reminding me.
opinions? How much
Until
merit
they
do
go,
they have?
until the
Dawa.
reach theory stage,
D-A-W?
It's an opinion.
Denial of what
A?
Brian Cox, Sean
H?
Carroll, Roger
Doesn't matter.
Penrose,
Opinion is
Stephen
an opinion.
W-I-S-E.
Leonard
In
Sussex.
science, it's an
If
opinion.
you want to live your
That
life
was-
ignoring
It'll
the
be up in,
experts in
I don't know, the
field
next week or
and
so.
burying your head
There
in
you
the
go.
sand
Alright.
and
Nice
misrepresenting.
having a conversation with you. And if you're, my name is Ismail, by the way, or Ishmael, whatever his thing.
And that is
Good meeting you, bro. What's your name?
Bede.
Deed?
Bede.
Oh, Bede. Okay, good to meet you. Ismail, bro. Come back to the park. Tony kind of interrupted, but I don't mind you trying
all he does is opinions. That's not proof of anything.
No fact.